Safety was top of mind as Plateau Pride held its first event ever. Organizers say there's always a safety risk, but showing support for the LGBTQ community is more important now than ever.
Welcome. How are you?
Abby White is thrilled to have the first ever Pride event in Tuhala, southeast of Tacoma, an area she says hasn't always been open to the LGBTQ community.
There's been more discussion, more openness, and so it felt like a really good time, like entry point, to be able to have an event like this and say, we welcome the LGBTQ community.
What do we have here?
Brittany Vinogrodsky previously had to travel to Seattle to celebrate Pride.
It's really important here. This is tend to be a little bit more of a conservative area, so having a event and an outlet for those of us who are LGBTQ it's really nice to have that.
But after 31 people with ties to a white nationalist group were arrested in Coeur D'Alene at a Pride event, security concerns immediately kicked in.
We definitely talked a lot about it. We talked about and reached out to some places about potential security, and we did reach out to the police department, and they were really supportive.
White says Puyallup police weren't able to be at the event on short notice, but offered advice. An East Pierce flyer was already planned to be on site. In just 2 weeks, on June 26th, Seattle is expecting to see 300,000 to 400,000 people for its annual Pride Parade. Seattle Pride Executive Director Crystal Mark says she was keeping a close eye as the events in Coeur d'Alene unfolded.
This is exactly why we have our Pride events. It's to be able to push back and to stand up for our rights and to recommit ourselves to what we know is true, that we are constantly being targeted.
As part of the permitting process, Seattle Pride is required to work with Seattle Police for primary security up and down the route on 4th Avenue. The group has also hired private security for areas that are community facing. And Seattle Pride and police met 2 days ago for safety information.
We're keeping in close contact with the police department to talk about what safety measures are in place and what notification processes look like. And I feel really confident we have a good plan in place right now.
Good work, yeah.
Seattle Pride says they've stepped up their security even in the wake of Uvalde. The group says they're in constant contact with Seattle police and will continue to monitor and make changes as needed to their security plan ahead of the June 26th parade. As for Plateau Pride, they're hoping for an even larger event in the future. Reporting in Pierce County, Julie Calhoun, King 5 News.